I'm not asking about either side. I'm asking, you're the chief law enforcement officer in the United States. You have a responsibility directly, you sworn oath to the Constitution, not the president. Want to know what your views are on the extent to which pardons cover potential crimes committed by individuals who've been pardoned but unrelated to January 6th.
Do you mean the ones that were done by the auto pen? I'm not going to discuss
right.
anything that
Mr.
could
Chairman,
be or not be pending litigation.
Respectfully, Ms. DeLauro accused you of filibustering. I think that's the height of filibustering. This is a serious topic, and for you to suggest that you don't have an opinion or to divert to other things that had nothing to do with January 6th pardons, I think is frankly demeaning to your responsibilities and your job.
Today's video is about a heated moment where Pam Bondi's arguments completely collapsed live on TV. And honestly, the reaction has people talking everywhere. So here's what happened. Pam Bondi tried to push her usual talking points, but when she was pressed with facts, her claims didn't hold up. Instead of answering directly, she got defensive, emotional, and ended up losing control of the conversation. Stick around to the full video, and I'll give you my reaction at the end.
Continuing, in addition to my role here, the committee that I serve on as an authorizer oversees Capitol security as well as federal elections, so I'm closely following the aftermath of January 6th. Recently, several defendants who received presidential pardons related to that day are now arguing in court that the pardon covers crimes like, for instance, illegal firearm possession discovered in a search of an individual's home in California months after January 6th. What's your position on whether the pardons cover these separate offenses?
Yeah, the pardon power rests with the president, not the Department of Justice, and some of that is pending litigation, and I cannot discuss pending litigation.
Well, I'm not asking you about who has the right to a pardon. I think as the Department of Justice in February wrote, the pardon is an act of grace which removes the punishment from a crime a person has committed. It further said, in its effect, the granting of a pardon is in no sense the overturning of a judgment of conviction. It is an executive action that mitigates or sets aside punishment. So as the chief law enforcement officer, what's your opinion, not the president's power of whether he can offer a pardon? That's pretty clear in the Constitution. But for crimes committed unrelated to January 6th, would you suggest that the pardons would cover activities or crimes potentially committed outside of that by the same person?
Well, I don't know if you're referring to Joe Biden pardoning his son after he said he would not pardon Hunter Biden, or the
No, I actually referred to
of
January 6th.
all the sentences that the people that were on death row. I've met with those families, and all of those sentences were commuted. I'm not going to comment on pardons on either side of the aisle.
So, I'm not asking about either side. I'm asking, you're the chief law enforcement officer in the United States. You have a responsibility directly, you sworn oath to the Constitution, not the president. Want to know what your views are on the extent to which pardons cover potential crimes committed by individuals who've been pardoned but unrelated to January 6th.
Do you mean the ones that were done by the auto pen? I'm not going to discuss anything that
Mr.
could
Chairman,
be or not be pending litigation.
Respectfully, Ms. DeLauro accused you of filibustering. I think that's the height of filibustering. This is a serious topic, and for you to suggest that you don't have an opinion or to divert to other things that had nothing to do with January 6th pardons, I think is frankly demeaning to your responsibilities and your job. With that, I'll yield.
The big point here is that fact matter. When someone's arguments are built on shaky ground, the truth eventually exposes it. And in this case, Pam Bondi's credibility took a serious hit in front of a live audience. This moment also highlights something bigger. Politicians often rely on spin or distraction, but when they're forced to face real questions, the cracks start to show. It's a reminder why accountability is so important in public debate. Now here's the question for you. Do you think Pam Bondi was unfairly cornered, or did she get exactly what she deserved for spreading shaky claims? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think. And if you're enjoying these breakdowns, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more sharp takes on the biggest political moments happening right now.